What it is, pimp? What's going on, y'all? It's been a minute. Y'all come on. Let's do it. Y'all should have a lot to talk about tonight. We ain't been on here in over a month or two. Anybody want to join the link? Send me a messenger message. Oh yeah, let me go on here. Y'all let me know if y'all can see it on Facebook, because I ain't seeing it. What's happening?
Nothing, man. In the house.
I can't see it on Facebook. I don't know if they letting me see it on Facebook.
You trying to see yourself on Facebook or this?
Trying to see this. Oh, there it is, I think. I think it's live now. Let me see.
A day think you're not getting your own notifications.
Yeah, I saw you say that. Oh, there it is. I think I see it on Facebook now. Yep, we got action. We got action. So what's going on with you? Dunny OJ?
Must get kicked off of here. On the phone, you ain't got room to do nothing.
What's
Ain't
been
like
going
being
on with
on
you?
the laptop. Been working, man. Just went on my lunch break.
Send this link to a couple more folks. Should have ate before I got on here fooling with this. I'm starving all of a sudden.
Got you working hard too, huh? Doesn't
Yeah,
make you
man.
more hungry than having to work hard. It.
I ain't been on here so long. Hell, I gotta give myself permission to run on Facebook and all these other different pages. I'm having problems with that. Uh,
You can't even
I know you
share
got
nothing
some
on
comments
here.
for us.
Well, I just shared something with you on Messenger. The fuck? My bad, man. Seen a little buzz threw me off.
What's up, Monica? Monica, you want to jump? You want to join the panel? I'm gonna send you the link real quick, Monica. Don't be no punk. What's up, Ricky? Pastor Ricky in the building. Pastor, you want to come on? I mean, Reverend. Gary, I'm about to send you the link. I need at least one nut on here. All right, Rick, I'm about to send it to you. Y'all can also share this to y'all page.
That was Anthony Radio. That was Anthony Radio.
Get some of those folks in here that y'all want to participate. I ain't sending. I mean, pulling her up. Somebody just tried to.
Jerome.
What's up, bro?
Hey.
What's going on with you?
Not much. Just heading to Domino. We got Team Domino night right on Tuesdays. I'm heading over there right now.
Where you live at? You in LA or you in the Bay Area?
No, I'm in Riverside. I'm near LA. It's about 45 minutes from LA, but I'm in Southern California though. I'm about to go to Marino. I'm going to Reno Valley.
I always kind of wondered. I wondered if is this true? Is Riverside like the upper class? Because I remember Ice Cube said Yelling Compton, but you moved to Riverside.
Oh, I mean,
no,
yeah.
It's just out. It's just out east, man.
You just get a lot more for your money. You get a lot more for your money.
Is it sort of away from the hood?
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Okay. So what y'all want to talk about? Y'all voting for Kamala Harris? What's her name? Ain't that her name?
Yeah, that's her name.
Oh, that's bad.
No, I wouldn't vote for her.
What's your reasons for not voting for her?
She don't have any policies. She's not doing anything for the black people, and she's never done anything for the black people. So why would I vote for her?
Well, she locked a lot of black people up.
That's one thing she does. She locks black people up.
She kept a lot of black people on the firefighting crew in California. They would put people in prison and then kind of just keep them in there indefinitely to help fight the fires in California.
Right, slave labor.
She did that too.
Right, that's slave labor. She get them for free.
And the only time she acted like she would address the issue was during election time when she would bring it up, and then black people were like, "Oh, okay, she's gonna do something." And then after the election was over, she would drop the case.
She wouldn't do nothing.
And
She's horrible. She's horrible.
Okay, I think he's doing good. He's doing much better. Yeah.
she
What's up,
already
pretty
let us
Tanya?
know.
Tanya?
Yeah. Okay, he's not going outside your store.
Oh,
And she
y'all
al-
must be talking about Kamala. I'm good. Have a good night.
You do. You do.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. She must don't like Kamala.
But
What's up,
but
pretty
we were
anyway,
Tanya?
she already said that she was not going to do anything that specifically benefit black people.
she said that out of her mouth. Yes, she said that. I saw
That
that.
ain't what she meant though. Like y'all take it.
No, she
What?
said what she
They
said.
can hear you, Mama.
Yeah, she said exactly that.
No.
Yeah, she said
What y'all
that. She
say?
said, "I'm not going to do anything." She said just like this. "I'm not going to do anything. They're only going to be black people." No, said that out of her mouth.
And I heard
You
her say
can't.
it too, specifically, just like that.
Mhm. Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, you can't listen to reality and then act like it ain't reality.
Yes, sir. Exactly. 100%.
Did she say that prior to this election, or she
Yeah,
she said it?
she said it. She said it prior to last 2020. Yeah, she said in 2019, and then when she ran in 2020, she was out. She was out of the race so fast. She got back in because Biden just picked her as his vice president.
I
A
didn't even know
political
she
pick.
ran in 2020.
Yeah,
Huh?
she tried. She tried, but she got destroyed in their primaries for the Democratic race. So it wasn't even she wasn't even an option. She was horrible.
Yeah,
Is
she
that
was
right?
one of the first ones out of the race on the Democratic side in 2020.
So Biden picked
Speaking,
her to have a quote unquote black woman on as the vice president to help boost his numbers and stuff.
And then she's from California. So usually when you pick elected official from a particular state, then you get the votes from that state. That's usually when you pick your vice president. They usually a governor of a state, and you want to get that vote from that state. That constituency.
speaking of
It's a
Kamala,
strategy.
uh, I know she's from what I hear, she's the cause of all these illegal immigrants, and we have one on the panel with us right now, Gary Correa. What's up, Gary?
Ain't that, ain't that about something? Come on, man. Let my people come.
What's going on, man?
I'm doing well. How about you guys?
I'm good. I'm
Okay.
good.
Good.
Okay. I heard that. What's going on,
Gary,
fellas?
do you vote?
I only let my wife vote last year because I've never really been much into politics, but Debbie voted her way with Trump, and I'm assuming she's going to vote that way again.
Okay.
So
Do you
she's
know
going to
why
take
she
mine
voted
and
for
hers.
Trump?
Well, yeah, financially, it's just doing a lot better for us, and we don't believe in a lot of the stuff like, the stuff that about the illegals coming over and stuff like that. I'm not a big guy on politics because I don't like the argument that comes with it with others. So, but we have our thoughts on the illegals that come over and the stuff that we pay for and stuff like that. But that's about it, man.
And then
So
how about
go ahead.
boys? How about boys competing in girl sports?
I totally disagree with that. I don't
that's
agree with
something
none of that.
that
I don't want to say too much because some people are they got the right to feel how they feel, but that's totally against what I believe in.
exactly, and that's part of what these are the things that we're going to be voting for. Whoever we elect is going to allow or not allow boys to compete against girls in sports, allow boys in girls locker rooms, all the stuff that we want to protect our daughters and protect
Absolutely.
girls sports. And that's something that's on the ballot, even though it might not say it specifically.
I agree with that 100%.
And also, not even just protecting our daughters, but also protecting our sons from any false accusations you can get from someone's daughter that's, in
Exactly.
the locker room and things of that sort. So, yeah,
True.
that comes with a lot of unnecessary problems, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you all think that a lot of people are going to vote one way or the other just because they don't like the other person so much that they're going to, like, I don't like Kamala, so I'm going to vote for Trump. Or I don't like Trump, so I'm going to vote for Kamala. Y'all think a lot of people's going to be voting that type of this year?
I think there's some Trump haters still.
Go ahead, Rick.
There are a lot of us. Okay.
I think there's still some Trump haters that aren't seeing. They're blinded because they just don't like Trump. But if they look at his policy, if they look at the things that he did for Black and brown communities in the past, like you can call him racist all you want, but he's showing up to these meetings, these conferences with Black leaders and Black pastors, and he's asking them, what do they need? How can he help them? He created opportunity zones for Black people. I mean, he did so many different things last time around. This time around, he's got other great policies that he's talking about. One of the things that he brought up that Kamala tried to copycat is, he doesn't want tips to be taxed. So people that work as waiters and waitresses, they can keep all of their tips. Well, he's gonna create a policy that allows that to not be taxed. Well, then Kamala comes out and says that she's gonna do the same thing. Like, really? So if you just literally just take away the hate that you might have for Trump and just look at each one's policy and the things that they've done in the past, the things that they didn't do in the past, and the things they're planning to do in the future, it's crazy to not vote for Trump. All the good things that he's trying to implement and trying to put in place, for the communities for the government, for us to get away from this inflation that we got going on that the Biden administration has caused. You can't buy groceries. Groceries cost so much. So all the things that Trump's talking about, ending those wars, like putting a stop to the wars. Like he has a plan to put a stop to the wars. Like, I don't hear Kamala or Biden or anybody else talking about these things. Like, they're not talking about, all they're talking about is the hate for Trump and the things that Trump can't do, blah, 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 blah. Let's talk about what can you do for the country? What can you do for Black and brown people?
All right, Don, go ahead.
Well, looking at it, Trump had 4 years, and the Kamala Biden White House has had 4 years. And the official Black position is, if they don't commit to doing anything for us directly, then it's no need to vote for either one of them. We don't have a favorite white person in this. The person that cares about our agenda, which our agenda, the issue of reparations is what we've been pushing. We've been telling them now for years to cut the check. They need to cut our check. And we need an anti-Black hate crime bill. Yeah, and we need to stop all these illegals from coming in. and the money that you giving to them, the
Yep.
people in the Ukraine, all the checks you cutting for these illegals, y'all need to be running that to us because that's
Yep.
really our money. That's what y'all owe us. And since we're the constituency that makes the difference between who goes to the White House and who stays in the doghouse, then y'all need to come see us. See, we're not going in the same direction as the civil rights generation. We're not happy with a selfie with you. We're not happy for you feeling our pain. We need y'all to cut that check. That's what we need. We need y'all to cut the check. Other than that, y'all can fight amongst yourselves, Democrats and Republicans, because really, Trump is not more favorable than Biden, and Biden's not more favorable than Trump. We don't have a favorite white person. It used to be Sanders, but really none of them are fighting for us. So we're just drawing a line in the sand with all of them, and we're saying, if you want our vote, then you need to come see us with a black agenda. And we don't need a black and brown agenda. We don't need a people of color agenda. We don't see because they always start off with black, and then as immigrants, as LGBT, as everybody else, and then they practice benign neglect on us. And they've been doing that since the 60s. Benign neglect simply says, we're not going to promise y'all anything, and we're not going to do anything for y'all. Well, it's time to cancel the benign neglect policy, and it's time for y'all to kick in with us like you do everybody else. I'm going to say this too, and I'm going to pass. When it comes to kicking in and giving them money, they do it directly, real fast in a hurry. But with us, well, we can't do it. It's not feasible, and we're not trying to hear all that. We're not trying to hear it no more. So we're playing hardball now as black people, and that's how we're moving forward into the future. We're not the civil rights generation no more.
Okay. All right. Well, Gary, I'm kind of like you. I'm not into politics too much. I typically get my information from the older guys that I go to breakfast with, or guys like Don, or just hearing folks talk about it. So
Yeah, I would have to agree with Rick in a lot of ways, though, that that they had their chance. I'm just not too sure about why all of a sudden can these promises be filled when they've had 3.5, 4 years to do it already. So I would have to say, why all of a sudden can these changes be made? Is it real, or is it just to get in the office? The other thing that concerns me is just, and I know you like to hear this, Jerome, is, and I'm not, this isn't my take on this, but when we represent, our country in another country regarding war, like Rick was saying, I mean, are we going to be taken serious? Are we going to be feared? Are we going to be thought of as a strong, nation? I don't know that, having Kamala and whoever the other guy is, who I don't even know, having them go out there and represent, show up in Russia, show up in some country that's going to war, and making us feel like a powerhouse. I don't know that they could do it, and us be feared. That's just my take.
I don't see any country respecting us with a woman as our president. I really don't see that.
Well, that's why I said I knew you'd like that part. I'm not really even worried about, I mean, that's part of it, but I mean, at the same time, it's not that, it's just hearing her do public speaking. Mm-hmm. I haven't been impressed. I haven't heard her, say anything that's going to, make people feel like this individual has enough guts to keep her word, like Trump would. That's just my opinion.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, I don't. It's gonna be interesting. Only thing I can do is just pray hard and I'm sure that God do what he normally does for his people. Even if we get the worst president in there, that's the beauty of being a Christian. That God tells us if we doing what we supposed to do, even stuff that's going on in the world won't affect us. So that's the advantages Christians have. So Gary, you don't fall under that Christian umbrella.
Debbie's taking me with her. What you talking about?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. But you might be covered up under your wife. Same with me and my wife. She ain't really.
I still got time. You know, what did they say? Like 1,000 years to Jesus is one day. I still got still got some time.
They also say one day is 1,000 years. So that just basically means you never know. What's long to you might not be long to God, and what's short to you may not be short to God.
Okay, so true. I heard that.
What else been going on, man? What other topics I ain't talked on? I know Gary came on here to bash women, but we're gonna try to stay away from that.
Yeah, right. You know, me and Nate, we're on the flip side of that.
Yeah, yo, softies.
We're from the Bay Area where romance is deep. All right.
That's what it is.
We keep it humorous and romantic out here in the Bay Area, California.
What can you give me 3 things that you can do for your wife that would be considered romantic?
Give you 3 things?
Yeah, give us as the audience 3 things that a man can do to show romance to his woman.
Well, I do them every week, Jerome, and you know that because you know me personally. But, you know, for one, I keep things spontaneous and humorous. That's off top. Everything is always about pleasantry and happiness and laughter. For 2, I take her out twice a week. You know, that's automatic. So we go out on a weekend, we go out on a weekend, and we go out. We don't talk about anything negative, anything dissension, anything angry. We just don't have those conversations. So that's kind of romantic to her as well. The other thing is just recognizing, and I know you're going to say all that simp stuff, but just recognizing her value to what she gives in this marriage, in our day-to-day activities.
Now you say
and
all
that's
that
unreal because I'm being honest. I mean, what Debbie gives, and you know, you've talked to her, you've heard me on the phone with her. This is real stuff.
I need to know.
You got it all wrong, man. It's all the man's fault, man. It ain't the woman's fault. The women are angels, man. If you treat the right woman right, there's nothing she won't do for you.
You do know the devil has angels too, right? No,
I'm telling you, man.
No. I need you to tell me.
I just gave you the 3.
You told me the things you do, but I need examples, like you said, letting her know. Like the last thing you just said, like letting her know her value and all that. So how do you go about saying it? Give me an example of what you would say to Deb to let her know her value?
I come in and I recognize the things that she does, whether it's making me a good meal or, you know, she makes you've been on the phone with me. She make my chocolate milk at the end of the night. She'll rub my feet if I ask her to rub my feet. And I recognize that. I tell her, thank you for all that. You know, that's something that she's willing to do. She keeps the house up. She keeps in contact with the kids and has them come over. There's all kinds of things that she does that she doesn't have to do.
So do you tell her thank you?
Absolutely.
Do you tell her thank you, or do you do some type of gesture?
I do both. You have to do both. You can't just say you can't just say thank you. I think that it helps. The more you do, the more help it will be in your relationship. It'll be strength. I think that if I call her up at 2 o'clock and she says, you know, Gary's coming over, Gary Jr.'s coming over, we're going to watch a movie, or he's bringing our granddaughter over, blah, blah, blah. And I just say, hey, well, thanks for setting that up. There's a whole different meaning when you come home and you tell her personally, or you show her, hey, thank you for that. I picked up some food, blah, blah, blah. You know, you can't just say the words. You got to make her feel it. These women are smart. They know whether you're just spitting those words or whether you mean it.
Okay. Now give
That's
me an
why Kurt.
example.
Hey, that's why Kurt don't pay no mind to all your BS.
Give me an example when y'all go out to eat. What's romantic about going out to eat?
Well,
Give
like
me an
today, right?
example of
Today we
romance.
went out to. Today I got off work. We went out to eat. We sat there. We laughed. We're coming up on this cruise coming up. We talked about that, or we prepared stuff like that. That's a regular meal. We do that sometime during the week, but on the weekend or something like that, I'll take her to somewhere nice, somewhere where she can, unwind and have a couple of drinks. And, we have nothing planned when we get home. We got time to spend together, some QT. It's a little bit more different than just your average place that we went out to eat today called El Torito's. We just went out there and got us some grub and had a, margarita. But,
so that
more
wasn't
romantic.
Today wasn't romantic.
Well, for the average woman, to be honest with you, because they don't get treated right by their men. Some women would say that's good. That's above average, because most men out there are too stingy and too lazy to take them out.
Okay, so what I'm trying to figure out
I'm just being honest.
What I'm trying to figure out is what's the romance part of it? Because if you really listen to what you said, you actually did the exact same thing, except the amount of the meal changed.
No, on the weekend I'm gonna grab my Navigator. I'm gonna grab my Lincoln out the garage. I'm gonna make sure that thing is spit shined. I'm gonna put on a collared shirt. There's a whole bunch that goes with it. I don't need to go into fine detail about everything. Somebody's father should have told y'all what to do. My dad was.
No, I'm just trying to make sure I got this clear. So the car you drive and the dirtiness of it, the cleanliness of it, then the clothes you put on,
it all helps.
The amount of the meal that's what makes it romantic.
No, I think that's part of it. There's different parts to it, right? I mean, if I'm gonna take her out if I'm gonna take her out in my company vehicle for my backflow business, and I'm gonna take her out in that, she's got a whole new feel. If I'm gonna take her out in the t-shirt that I wore to work today, that's a whole new feel. Taking her to a different restaurant, getting her a nice, drink and glass of wine or some kind of specialty drink, that's a whole different ballgame. You'll see when you start doing it, you'll see that there's different. It's like you going into, like I told the guys from my work, you go ahead and get off of work, come home, try to be with your woman without showering. And if you do shower, quit using that cheap ass Ivory Zest soap. Go down to Bath and Body Works and get yourself some good stuff and lotion up coming out that shower and see how the difference is when you get in bed. I can't explain it. It's easy. If you want to get off work and try to hit the wife, or you want to be with the wife, you're going to be wearing the same clothes, no shower, using that cheap ass soap, well, then you're going to get the basics. I'm 32 years into this, and I practice this every week. I do it every week, and I'm 32 years, 39 total.
All right, well, answer me this.
Sure.
What can your wife do that's romantic when she's trying to romance you? What is her being romantic to you?
Man, you got me on live stream. I ain't going into those details, man. That's personal stuff. You're going to see Debbie at an event sooner or later. You already know. I can only say
graphic or say anything nasty or anything. So
he's talking about the same basis, the same basis that you just said.
Yeah, on the same basis as what men do.
It's the same thing that she'll dress a little different. She'll put on a little something more revealing. She comes out in a different outfit, getting in bed, whatever it may be. It all depends. Like tonight, I told you we went to a basic dinner and stuff like that. We came home. I had a meeting I had to do at 6. So, it's a different vibe than if I go ahead and spend the day prepping and being ready to go for a nice dinner and then some alone time. She'll come out with a different fit. She'll come. Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm saying, I get so she matches your energy, basically what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
You set the tone and she follows suit, basically.
Absolutely.
So
and this is 39. We have a 39-year-old daughter. We've been together since high school. So it's effort and it's not laziness on both parts.
So she knows if you say, hey, we're going out tonight at 7 p.m., she already know. Hey,
absolutely.
Because if she doesn't, it's gonna be you looking all dressed up and she's not, and now there's a problem. Okay, I'm not sure what the question is, but I can see it. Go ahead.
The romance part is in the dressing because
it all falls in, right? It all falls in. The romance part starts there. It's almost like a process. And if you're not lazy as a man or as a woman, but if you're not lazy as a man, you get the most out of your woman by how much effort you put into the prep. It's real basic. It's real simple.
The question what the question was romance. What is romance? How? So I asked him.
Defining romance.
Said, give me some examples of how you I said, give me 3 examples of how you romance your wife. And so he said, he do several things. He come in and show her appreciation by saying thank you.
I got 3 out of that. He says he makes sure he smells good. He makes sure he has on the right apparel, and he makes sure. I'm assuming he takes her to the correct restaurant as well. So I can give you those 3.
Now, what I'm trying to figure out,
is
why is that deemed to be romantic though?
But you can't take that from him. If that's what he feels romance is.
No, that's what a lot of women would think romance is.
Oh, so you have a different definition of what romance is, basically.
Well, to me, romance is actually, it's actually a made up thought to women to make men do certain things. Because if we go back to what I said, all right, we'll name some stuff a woman can do romantic to you, then hers is very basic. Because we don't care about her dressing up and taking us out to eat. Matter of fact, he said her romance, he was gonna say something sexually. So
I think that there's so many components that play a part. If my wife's been working all day long and she's been through meetings and stuff like that, you know, her romance level after a hard day at work, and then me coming home on a Wednesday instead of on a Saturday where she has, got a chance to get a good night's sleep, and she's gotten up and we straightened up some stuff. We prepped for whatever we want to prep for, a trip or something we're going to do. And then we focus on each other. There's just different, you got to play the day as it is. You're going to get a romance level on a weekday where she's worked hard. You're going to get a romance. Like I can have a romantic evening tonight. All I got to do is shut down the house, put on a movie, open up a bottle of wine. I'm gonna get a romance level 4. On the weekend on the weekend Saturday, when we've had nothing to do but rest and laugh and joke and maybe go for a walk up at Ed Levine Park, we walk around and then we go out to a nice dinner, I'm gonna get a romance 10.
Okay, but that's the point I'm making. So let's say you did all of that. What I'm trying to get to is what y'all call romance is, to me, just a couple being nice to each other. And to me, that seems like that should be done every day. So the whole romance part of it is the fantasy part, kind of like the lighting the candle. All right, so I had a conversation with my wife, and I asked her these same questions because I was joking with her. I said, honey, we need to go on a romantic vacation. And she said, you don't know how to be romantic. I said, I can see that. I can see that. I mean, you know what's funny? I know all the bullshit that they would think is romantic.
Right, but you go bullshit. But you're not gonna play that hot card.
Just like the candlelight dinner. I don't see nothing romantic about that. I want to see my food, first of all, so turn the fucking light on. I don't need no damn candles, and we got lights in here. So that's what I'm saying. It's like made up stuff to make you feel a certain way that you should automatically feel about your mate anyway. It's like
I can agree.
It's like you have to make some things up to put a person in a certain mood that they should already feel for their husband or their wife anyway. I don't feel like I have to set the mood to sit back and watch a movie with my wife, because we can always sit back and watch a movie. So if we doing the same exact act,
hold on, time out.
I'm trying to figure out why the clothes in the the different restaurant makes it romantic, but we doing the exact same thing we would do.
Let's go basic.
Mhm.
Let's go basic. Let's go like basic. Sitting on the couch watching a movie.
Yeah.
Is it better with the lights on, or is it better with the lights off?
I don't watch TV with the lights on. Period.
No. See, no, you have to answer my question. You can't give me what you want to give me. I'm telling you, I watch TV with the lights off regardless, in the day or in the night, no matter when it is. You're one person.
Yeah.
You are one person. So if 909,000 people feel it's romantic to watch the movie with the lights off, you lose.
All right, so who watches movies with the lights on?
Do you?
No, I just told you that.
I don't watch the movie with the lights. I'm guaranteeing you it's people that watch the movie with the lights on.
I'm guaranteeing
then when you cut the lights off, it makes it romantic.
Okay, so since you said it makes it romantic, that's my point. So
True.
Let's say we get in bed and watch TV every night.
You're not supposed to have a TV in your bedroom, but go ahead.
Yeah, we get in bed and watch TV every night.
That's to go to sleep, though.
No, that's to watch TV.
I'm listening.
So, all right, even if I just say, all right, baby, I got this movie I want us to watch. And she say, okay, she come to bed. We get in the bed. We turn the lights off and watch the movie.
Right.
That's not being romantic.
Not in the bedroom, it's not. Because you're in the bed setting.
So now it depends on where you watch movie at in the house.
I kind of agree. Yep. Because if
you gotta know what works.
I got him, Gary. Watch this. If we go watch football in the man cave, we know what that is.
What that is.
If we go to a fast food restaurant, the tone is set. Like
that's my point. All of that means the same to me. If I listen, me and my wife had that discussion. She said, all right, so we went to the what is a date thing. So if I say, hey baby, you ain't gotta cook tonight. We're gonna let's go out to eat.
That could be a date.
She says that's not a date. She says a date is if you told me today, babe, tomorrow at 7:00, we got a reservation at this restaurant, or we going to eat at 7:00 at this restaurant.
That's
That's a date. I said, well, honey, we're doing the exact same thing.
If I would have told you,
we're going to eat at a time. There's no difference. The only difference is in your mind. I need to say it this way instead of saying it that way.
You gotta mentally stimulate that, man. You gotta play.
No. It's not
that's
that.
Where y'all it's been messed us up at.
If that's what means something to her.
No, it's the human language. I blame it on the human language of English because so many words mean so many different things, and so like Jerome is saying, this is how he was brought up, and somebody else saying the same exact word means something totally different. It's not anybody's fault, but it's because of the human language. It means so many different things, and so like I had to go like biblical, go back. But back in the day, one word mean one thing. You knew what it meant, and that's what it was. But now, even the word, that's crazy. The word date means several different options. Because I have to say I have to use a 24-hour present tense to make the word date mean something, which it goes back to like what you taught the word date was meant. And that's the issue with human language. Like we joke in Houston all day long about, I can say you good 5 different ways and it means 5 different things. And it's funny, but it's not good when you have to use it in a serious context. Like we're using the word romance, we're using the word date, we use things like that.
That's the point I'm getting to all day. That's the danger that we're in
communication and comprehension.
Because y'all have allowed folks to do that type of shit. The words still only mean one thing.
Right.
Now,
it used to only mean one thing. Right. I totally agree.
It still only mean one thing. Now we understand each other by talking in code, by like
But
you said about I'm good, meaning 5 different things.
Right.
But the danger about it is everybody don't know our code.
Right.
So when we go out apart from each other and we try to use that same language, now we're confusing people.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Or we might even think, all right, like I'm from Chicago. Just like you say, I'm good. Well, there's certain things that's compatible to like I'm good. And hell, that could get you shot in Chicago. And it's like, wait a minute. I just said hello.
I'm just saying, right.
And that means something totally different. So what I mean when we deal with women, people like Gary, the simps, have allowed women to tell them, because this wasn't a man concept. They let a woman tell them, no, this is what you should do. I need you to do this, and this for me. And I'll feel this.
You got a simp, dog.
Hey, Ade, you know what? He done spoke to my wife so many times, and he knows that's never the case. I'm just intelligent. Okay, I'm just intelligent enough to know what works and what doesn't work well.
No, what he's saying is you got with the right person and not to get simped out. Basically, that's like
he's still simped out. He just has a woman that actually appreciates it. That's the only difference.
I say,
listen to what he just said all day. He says, I'm just smart enough to know what works and what doesn't.
No,
so he is
smart enough to know, let me meet you right here so I won't lose this guy. No, it's not. Yeah.
But if it wasn't for guys like him, you can still get the same results at your wife. Because this is my whole thing, and this is what I want to get women to realize. But they can't realize it because of guys like Gary. It's our duty to have certain things or certain roles in our relationships. So it's her duty to do all them things anyway, whether you do it romantically or not. But what we do is hold on. But if we do like you do, let's say you stop doing those things, romantic things, then certain things will stop, right?
I agree.
That she would do, right?
You mean like the extras and all that stuff? If I was just a lazy husband?
Extras ain't extras, though.
Well, if I was a lazy husband?
No, that's not a lazy husband.
Well, if I stop doing the extra.
You still can take her out to eat. You just ain't gonna shine up the Lincoln. You're gonna leave
dirty. Crazy.
You're gonna go in your work.
They said, a different upbringing. Like my father, he was the same way, a little bit less talkative than I am probably, but he just instilled things in me at 15 years old and said, here.
I get
but and like they said, everybody was raised differently, but
no, I was raised like you. I was raised like you.
But where did you go wrong?
We all know where he went wrong, and
one thing about me,
it's a testament to all.
It has to
make sense. Let me tell you something, Jerome. This is what I want to tell you real quick, and let me tell you this real quick. Your wife, when I got to Upland, where I seen both of you guys at, not this last year, but the year before when I was available, I went up to Upland. Your wife, not only did she help me get that room at a discount, which was great, but then she had a bag of snacks, a drink, and everything at the lobby waiting for me when I checked in. That was extra effort. Now, you're not going to get that from somebody who's lazy. And that's what I'm trying to say. That and look at, and I've never let Kurt forget the fact that she went that extra mile because most people wouldn't do it. You get it? That's the whole idea. Hey, whatever. If that's business, that's fine. But for me, I never let her forget. Every time I talk to her, I tell her how much I appreciate that because she didn't have to do it. That's the same way this relationship stuff works.
Kurt is a bad example, to be honest, because Kurt's a good person. That's kind of a bad example. She's a good person, right?
Yeah.
She's a good person. So she's a bad example of what his point is trying to get across from. His point is you go line up the car, you go shine up the car, and you like, we got a date at 7, and you went put on the cufflinks, and you even got the edge up right, and you looking good, and she come out in a regular old, like, y'all finna go, just a regular something. You like, what the fuck is this? Like, I told you we were having, back to the word, date. And so, that's That's more of what he's talking about. Even though I know Jerome and Kurt.
Now I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is we went away from what God has made planned for us, and we start putting our women on pedestals. That's why we do all this romantic.
I disagree. I disagree.
I know you will.
A pedestal.
Now, listen to what I'm saying though. We put our women. If y'all actually think about it, everything we do in a relationship is to make them happy. Everything based on our relationship is we do things repeatedly trying to please them and make them happy.
Okay, I'll give you that.
That ain't the way God set it up. All right, let me ask you this then. Since God's way is God over man, man over woman, one over children, do God continuously do stuff to make us happy, or are we supposed to do stuff continuously to please him?
To please him.
Yes.
Exactly. And and it goes all the way down that line. Kids are supposed to continuously do stuff to try to please their mom or their parents. The woman is supposed to do stuff to try to please her husband, and the husband is to do things to please God. So we got out of line.
No, I don't think we got out of line. So you're saying that
we should, if you don't believe we got out of line.
I have one question. I'm asking one question. I'm asking a question. So you're saying we shouldn't do anything to make our wives happy?
We shouldn't try to do things to make our wives happy.
What's the difference?
You can do something and she just might be happy, but we try to make them happy. All right, let me tell you.
What does try mean?
That means she gave you a list of things she liked, and you tried to do those things instead of you just doing something natural, and she was happy because you did it. You trying to make her happy by doing the things she say make her happy.
I know 1,000 women, and none of them give out a list.
Well, let me ask y'all this: have you ever had women? You've had several women before. Have you ever had one woman that didn't like something that another woman liked?
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay. Did she like something different though?
Yes. Oh, well, you gotta adjust to your environment. Yeah.
No, there ain't no goddamn adjusting. So did you do what she wanted that the other woman didn't want that made her happy?
I doubt it very seriously because I know who I am. I see what you're saying. I see exactly what you're saying. The men that go above and beyond to make them happy. I see exactly what you're saying. I don't know how to do that part because that's a trap. Like even we can go outside of biblical, just common sense. You already know if she was like, "Hey, you need to be here at 5:00 on Saturday," and you do it one time, you already know it's gonna keep on going and going and going. Now you stuck in this role and you can't get out of. And so so I understand exactly what you're saying, but but if I do something like you said, if I do something I feel like I can make her happy, I'll do it. But it's out of my kindness of my heart, not because now if she says something, I probably take that thought and mix it into what I feel and do something. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
Do you like flowers? Do you like flowers? You like receiving flowers?
Now I already know why you
He froze. Gary, do you like receiving roses and flowers?
No, it's not my cup of tea, man. I'm not a receiving flower type of guy. Debbie's not yeah, but Debbie would rather me not, but I still do it. I don't know if you've seen my Facebook, but I do it for my granddaughter, my daughter. I do it because that's just like how I feel. Like they said, I just do it. No, nobody can. Debbie is, and I know a lot of women, and no one ever given out a list and said, "Here, I want you to do these following things."
Well, the list is already known. You already know.
The thing is, like, I think that we do it like he was saying, like out of the kindness of our heart. We know what moves them, so we end up doing what is making them extra happy. I mean, you could just be a good husband and you can make your wife happy, but you can also do more and do a little extra and you know, that's a good thing. That's, in my opinion, and I'm not biblical, and you know that, but you know, I would think that God would want you to do extra and not just do what is expected. But why not? If
you
it like,
consider
well,
extra?
sometimes I'll go and I'll stop and I'll get Debbie something that she likes on the way home from work. It takes me.
That's my point, Gary. I don't think
it takes me. Well, you can't do it every day, but I mean, if you do it once in a while, it's that effort that you actually. Because these women, they, in my opinion, from what my experiences are, that it's that effort that you put out that makes them more appreciative of little things. You know, I do little things. I don't do them all the time because then it'll be expected. But I do little things extra on the way home. I'll stop and get her favorite thing. If I see something at the store while I'm out there at the mall, I'll grab her something that she may really like. And it's, you know, just it's kind of cliche, but it means a lot to them. So I do the little extra, and that's just the way I try to do it, because God wants you to do more than what's expected of you, in my opinion. I'm not biblical, but, you know, doing the bare minimum or doing just what makes you be maritally correct, that seems like kind of selfish to me. So I go out of the way.
Gary, did you know it's in a man's nature to try to make those happy that he loves? That's in our nature. So that's my point when I say we should. We don't have to do
try. We don't have to, your word. Try.
Yeah, we don't have to do extra. That's just what we do. We are any man that loves a woman gonna always learn her. She ain't got to give him a list of things. He's gonna pay attention to her. Do all those things for her that he knows she likes.
Because he sees it already. Yes, I totally agree.
But the problem with that is that probably, if you want me to give you some my little statistics, is that from what I've seen in marriages, and I've been in 32 years married and 39 with her, but what I've seen in marriages and what I've seen with all the different women that I know and the ones that confide in me and talk to me, and my wife lets me have female friends, like it's not, she doesn't let me, but I do it, and she doesn't have a problem with it at all, is that most of the men, probably I would say, Jerome, probably 7 out of 10 men don't do anything extra and don't do the things that make them extra happy. And that's exactly what lets a guy like myself or somebody infiltrate. And that's the truth of it. Then women are looking for that attention. And then I come in, or my boy Mike comes in, or your boy Nate coming in there with nothing but extras because we're not afraid to put out a little effort. And then women don't want to come home to that husband. They might be home. They might be home with you, but their brain is on us.
All right, let me ask you this, Gary. You got employees, right?
I do.
If your employees came and did their job and didn't do nothing extra, would you fire them? Would you fire them?
I wouldn't promote them, but I would keep them.
But would you fire them?
No. But I wouldn't promote them.
Still pay them.
I would keep them as employees for doing meet standard work, but they wouldn't be promoted, nor would they get the same bonus as the one that does the extra.
So it's a yes or no question, Gary.
The answer is no, I would not fire them.
All right, cool. Okay. Next, let's go.
So, let's say, I guarantee you, if if they just did the regular, whatever the regular job is, no one did extra. Just all of them did the regular.
Okay.
And your what you call it? Damn, net worth. Your net went up 30%.
Okay.
You telling me you wouldn't give them a raise?
I would.
Exactly, but they didn't do anything extra. They just did what they supposed to do.
Right.
And because of your appreciation, because you got what you needed out of it, you would still give them the raise. But back to what you said, but if somebody did extra other than what those other guys were doing, you would give them a raise even if you didn't get that. So my point of it is, because of guys like you doing all this extra shit, the women don't want to do shit because they feel we should be doing this extra shit
No, okay, I see where you're going. So let's say
Because
you
y'all-
have,
I don't know where he went with that, but
it
makes a little sense. It makes a little sense.
Let me clean it up. So you got
Go
5
ahead, clean it up.
employees, right? You got
Yes.
5 employees. Three are going above and beyond. We got these 2 that do nothing but that, right? And so, so 2 years come down, company gets a big boost. And so now you can't just give those 3, you have to give everybody the money, right? And so the same 3 will keep on going above and beyond, but those 2 that make that just doing basic is going to just keep on doing basic because that's all they know how to do, and that's what he's applying to. Because you got the good, the bad, and in between. So I see what he's saying with it, but and that's
you even got it wrong. What I'm basically saying is we are supposed to just do our job and still get what we deserve to get.
Okay, so stop. All right,
we
so
don't have to, we shouldn't have to do extra.
Okay, stop. So
y'all making me drink. Y'all making me drink.
No. See, that's personal. Don't put us in that. That's personal. You was gonna drink at 8, at 9, 12 CST time anyway. See, now you acting like them. But Rome, back to you, Rome. You said that a man is gonna do. You don't have to tell a man what to do if he needs to go above and beyond. So same thing as a man at work. If he knows he has to go a little bit above and beyond to make that customer happy, he's gonna do it.
Now you missed what I said. You got disconnected. I said I don't see the extra stuff as going above and beyond. I think that's just in a man's nature to do extra, to do things that makes their wife happy. Right. So I don't see that as if I stop by, if my wife seen a purse that she liked and she made mention of it, and then next week I stop by there on my way home and bring it home. I don't see that as doing extra. No, I see that as just my husbandly duty to do things that brings my wife happiness.
I totally agree.
But
I have a question though.
I have a question. It as doing above and beyond.
I have a question.
And that's why when people don't go above and beyond, there's problems in the relationship, like you just
But I have a question. What if you can afford that purse? What do you do then?
She don't get it. She make mention of it every time she sees it, I guess so.
That's in all of our lives. Hey, but I got a question, Jerome.
Go ahead.
What about the 2 words, like you're going back a little bit to the work analogy, there's incentive and reward. And for us, at least, both where I worked before I retired and then went back, but this company that I'm working for now, and along with my business and the employees that I have in my business, there is reward for going the extra, doing the extra. And I work, I'm up till 1, 2 in the morning every night doing all the data for my company of the areas that I maintain. So when they do have bonuses at the end of the fiscal year in July, everybody also get their $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 bonus. And because the extra work that I put in, my bonus is much larger. So that's kind of the analogy. They send that incentive to everybody out in the beginning. This is what we're doing. This is what's expected of you. You know your targets, you know your goals. And then there's those people that'll go and exceed those and even go out and try to do other things that the company hasn't asked them to do to make better service delivery. So when you go in and you say bullet points, here's the things that I've done, your reward is better. And that's the same way I look at marriage. Debbie's so great about everything in Christian that I could probably get away with just being a meet standard husband, but I don't.
But hey, Gary, you missing the point though.
Okay, tell me.
I'm just saying now because you're missing it because like depending like incentives, right?
Okay.
If we can knock out this incentive pretty fast. Okay, let's say a job takes 3 hours, right? Okay. You say that, right? And it's 2 hours. And so now I'm thinking incentive. But if I've been on this job for 5 hours, I mean, it means I've been on this job too long already. So I'm basically losing money. Incentives kind of like go out the door. So I see where you're trying to go with this, but we're talking about somebody with no incentives that just goes above and beyond, man. He's just saying that's a man's duty to do it because he has a good heart. Let's say the good heart person, you know, he has a good heart. He's not gonna leave a job knowing the situation's fucked up, basically.
And my main thing is in your example, when it comes to the marriage, my point I'm really trying to make is, Gary.
Yeah, tell me.
Your wife owes you all the extra anyway, without you having to do according to God's word. First of all, your wife is to do whatever you want done. Without, human nature. I don't care if you're a good husband or a bad husband.
Yeah, you're asking way too much, man. You got human nature.
I'm not asking anything. I said this is what God said.
But in real life, that's not reality.
It is reality if you make it reality.
It is maybe for my wife who's a Christian and understands that. What I'm talking about. But I'll go back to what I said, and this is the truth. I wish I could say it online. I wish I could say it online, but you'd be astonished on the amount of women that are starving for the attention and the extra. The women that are getting the basics they're starving for that extra, and then that's the scary part for people's marriages. That's why a lot of them end up in infidelity.
Let me tell you something.
Telling you the truth.
Let me tell you something.
Tell me.
You believe that because you have a good Christian woman that does her job regardless. Just like you just said, you could be the most basic guy and you'll still get exactly what she's giving you now. I'm pretty sure.
Absolutely.
Because of the woman she is.
Yeah.
Lose that job. Watch it happen.
So you have no idea about these extra women. There's men that's out here killing themselves to please these women. And there's no pleasing women.
Where is the gauge? Where do you learn? Where do you learn? Like I tell my kids, and they both are with somebody great. What you learn in that year or two prior to getting married, you learn about a person. If you're not smart enough to see what that person's like, and I lived with Debbie for several years before I married her. And I was a crazy ass sinner Mexican trying to be doing everything I could. I was a business owner. I had a great government job at 18, 19, and I was out there trying all kinds of stuff. But I had to learn who was going to be best and fit for me before I put a ring on it. And that's what I did.
Hey, Gary, I probably would have married you to 18, 19. You had a good government job. Like, that's fucking common. Yeah, that's common goddamn sense right there.
Sound like your wife a pimp. She ain't no Christian.
Yeah, shit. Hey, I wish we could talk to her mama. I wish we could tell her, girl, you better not fuck this up.
You got
bro, 18, 19, he got a government
All right, Gary,
job.
Let me ask you something. If you had your own, did you ever have your own place before you met your wife?
No, I lived with my mom. I met my wife in high school, and when I got out of high school, I moved her into my mom's house, which was a cool spot for us both to live until we saved up enough money to go out and rent, and then save up more money enough to purchase.
How long y'all lived in that house you in now?
We bought this house in '91.
How many times
y'all both save money?
Y'all changed the furniture around?
We just bought this new furniture a couple years ago.
Since the new furniture been in the house, how many times have y'all changed the furniture around?
Oh, change it around? Not too many times, to be honest. Maybe maybe twice.
Okay,
but
was that your idea?
What's that?
Was it your idea to change the furniture around?
No, she's more into painting different colors, like what's modern and stuff like that. No, it wasn't my idea to change it around. No, it was hers. But the paint
it ain't
stuff,
about what she's more into. The point is, women are never satisfied. They always want something different and that they don't have. So once they get tired of being the same way, they want something different. That's why I say you shouldn't be out here please women.
That's true.
Because you'll constantly live life throughout your entire life, constantly trying to please a woman.
It's true, but Debbie understands her situation. That's the best thing about it.
Debbie gets whatever Debbie wants, though. That's different. He's actually doing what I'm saying men shouldn't do. So of course Debbie should.
No. I think Debbie knows her boundaries. Like she wants to change things, and I think so. She said, "Well, I can't change this entire house, so let me go read. Let me just. It's like a fix. It's like a drug fix. You know, I can't get a new house, so let me just change things in a house. And
why change something that's good? It was good when you put it in there the first time.
Because she's a woman.
That's my point. You making my point exactly. And see, with a man,
so you saying you should be mad at a woman because they want to change things?
No, I'm not saying be mad at a woman for nothing. I'm saying you shouldn't be out here trying to please women because women by nature are never satisfied. Right. They're always going to be wanting something more. All right, I'm going to give you the perfect example, Gary.
Hey, you good.
You know this, you ain't even a Christian.
Okay, tell me.
Let's say, all right, Gary, let's say you're a billionaire, right?
Close.
You pretty much can buy anything. So you have access to everything. What does Debbie have access? What does Deb have access to since she's your wife? If you got access to everything and anything, what does she have access to?
So since the beginning of the time, since we've been dating all the way till now, we have 2 joint accounts and I have 2 personal accounts. One is my backflow business account. One is my property management account. So my business accounts, I have the only access to that. Now, in my living trust.
What I mean is, what in the world can't she have? If you can afford anything in the world, you as her husband, then what can't she have in the world then?
I'm not sure I'm understanding what you're asking me. She can have anything she wants as long as we agree on what she wants to get. I don't have a problem with that.
No, she needs it. No, he's saying she needs to have
not saying that she'll actually
capability of getting whatever she wants.
What is she capable of having? If you can get anything in the world and she's your wife, what can she get?
She can have anything she wants.
Exactly. She can get anything in the world too, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Well, I'm gonna give you this example now. This should be proof to you that you men shouldn't be trying to please women.
Tell me.
God made Adam.
Okay.
God put Adam over everything and every living thing on the earth.
Okay.
He made Eve out of Adam's rib. So Eve is his wife, right?
Yes.
That means Eve has access to everything on the earth, right?
That Adam has, right?
Everything.
Right.
God says y'all can have everything except this tree. What the hell did Eve do? She wanted the tree that she couldn't have, but she got everything in the world except one tree. And she wanted the damn tree. So what that tell you? Women ain't never satisfied. Even when they got the entire world.
I have a question. Maybe God knew that she was going to do that.
He probably did. He had to. He knows everything.
Because God made, listen to me now, because God made man and he knew Adam wasn't going to do it. So Eve maybe could have been created to do that. Because he needed somebody trying to save this world. I'm just saying now. Don't get mad at me.
Whatever your point is, my point is you got a woman that has everything in the world. And she had to find the only thing she couldn't have.
She couldn't
try to want that too. Now, what kind of sense does that make? That just lets you know, no matter what, women ain't gonna never be satisfied, even when they have the whole world to their disposal.
I totally agree with that. I'm gonna say majority. Some understand, but majority. You're gonna say you're giving 100% women ain't gonna never be satisfied.
Yeah,
he's wrong. It's not 100%.
This is what trust me, they not.
Not every woman's like that. Not every woman's like that.
Gary.
Tell me.
The difference is some things are big. Hold on.
Yeah, the level.
Some things are big, some things are little. See, Deb was changing the furniture around.
Right, the level of it, the level.
You know what I mean?
Eve was.
It's not like you can't never satisfy her.
Right.
But they're gonna always want something that's
they're gonna need some type of
even when everything is good, they're gonna want something else.
Yeah, it might not be.
The meaning of satisfied means you're happy and you're pleased.
I like the word content. I like content.
Or is it the word pleased? Yeah, that's what it is. You can't please them because they're never happy and satisfied at the same time.
They're never happy and satisfied at the same time.
To be pleased, you have to be happy and satisfied
at the same time.
And that can rarely happen for women. At some point, they ain't gonna be one or the other. They gonna want something changed, or they ain't gonna be happy that ain't nothing changed. One of the others gonna happen.
Happy and satisfied at the same time.
That's what the definition of please means.
You're all over the map.
No, he's telling the truth. But
it's not every woman out there. You know, it's not every woman.
No, but you missed the point. It's the level of pleased
and satisfied. Yeah,
and satisfied. Like it could be just like because men don't look at it like that. Like you come home and see the furniture change, you like, okay, cool. Where's my seat? I just want to know where my seat is so I can sit down.
No, they can't change my seat.
You're right. They're not going to change your seat, but like let's use Debbie changing the furniture in the house. That's on like a level 1. So we don't care about level 1. We don't care about level 2. Now Debbie started going out, doing. I took your car and got rid of it and got you this because I want you to have this. Now we're like, wait, whoa. So some women are smarter to realize, like, even though I'm not pleased, I make myself happy in small things, like saying, hey, a drastic haircut, or rearranging the furniture, or an expensive purse. Like, so it definitely makes sense because I'm pretty sure you say you've been married for. Y'all been together for 39 years. It's things she's done that made you scratch your head, but it wasn't enough to say, hey, you know what? Fuck Debbie, I'm done. You know what I'm saying?
Good point.
Yeah, absolutely. But so to me, I feel that it's like a functional user. Like I'm going smoke some crack, but I'm gonna still keep my job too. Like I understand. Like they understand who, and that's one thing. She understands who she is. Like she knows she has a good man. She knows she has this, and so she ain't gonna mess that up because she kind of like crazy in the head a little bit. But some women don't care; they'll mess up the whole shebang, And so I but like you said, it's definitely levels to it. Because some stuff you don't care about. She can rearrange that house 18 times. You wouldn't really care. Like, hey, where my chair at? Chair, TV, cool. I'm good, and so. And like I said, I feel like it's levels to it, But some women levels are different.
Yeah, right, she never crosses over too many. Yeah, go ahead.
We need some women on here.
Yeah, bring on one of these women so I can see what they say.
We need the women on here for this one. Do you think it's a man's job to please a woman sexually?
It's a man's job to please a woman sexually. Is that your question? Is that the end of your question?
Horrible.
Yeah.
Okay. I think women know their body well enough to, if they want to have their intimacy with their lover, spouse, boyfriend, whatever man they're deciding to be with, or whatever, they can. I really believe that they know their body well enough to maneuver themselves around if they want to maneuver themselves around, or they can maneuver them. They can have the man be there and be an active participant, or they can ask the man to do everything for them at that moment.
Your answer is no, right?
I don't think that a man should be relied on completely to please a woman. They know how to do it on their own.
So it's not a man's job.
No, that's a bad answer, bro.
No, I think it's a good answer. Now,
Oh,
if
my
she
days,
wants
do you
male
think it's a man's
companionship,
job to please his woman sexually?
if she wants you to, then you better be up for it, and you better take your time, or you better go get what you got to do. You better learn her body.
There you go, stepping again.
You better. Hey, we can go back to if you don't, there's gonna be a Mike or a Gary coming on the outside. I'm telling you right now. I'm saying it in my house. I can say it in my house.
But you're thinking about the consequences. He's trying to get you a direct answer because even if it is a consequence, doesn't mean it's right or wrong. You know, and so to answer the question, do I feel it is? I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna say no, it's not. But I really feel it's best to.
All right,
there you go. That was a very good short version of it.
All right, and I'm glad he said it the way he said it. So I'm gonna ask y'all this: do you think God made it to where a man's job was to please his woman sexually?
Did he? No.
Okay,
I'm gonna say no because
no, I would have to say that I don't think God made it that way. No,
because
what about the opposite way? Do you think it's a woman's job to please her man sexually?
Yes.
Well, when you use it in that content,
in what content?
It's not. I'm gonna say no because, like, to please. Back to please. Your definition of please is what?
To be happy and satisfied.
Okay, well, all right. Yes. To be happy and satisfied.
Yes. I believe that. That God made it for women to do that. Yes.
Right. Hey, I love definitions, bro. I'm really huge on wordplay.
Absolutely right, too.
I agree. Yes. Yes.
So,
but,
now, Gary,
but the evolution, though, kind of changed everything.
But no, God's word's still the same. God's word will never change,
bro.
Huh?
I don't know. I've been doing a bunch of research.
And this is why the world is in the turmoil it's in now, because we want to go against God's word and start worrying about the way the world is changing.
Okay, but God's word has been changed so many times.
No, it ain't.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has.
No, God's word is still God's word. We ain't talking about all these books y'all reading.
You can't prove that. Word. You can't prove it.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
The reason why you believe in God is your proof, right?
Say again?
I say the reason you believe in God ain't because of the book. It's because of certain things God revealed to you in your life.
There's a higher power that created me. Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, you just believe there's a higher power. Well, I'm talking about God.
I believe there's a God that created me. Yes. Okay. But when you start breaking this stuff down, it gets very man.
Well, we got two different gods then.
No, there's only one God because the other gods. The other gods had a lowercase g. We talking about the G with the uppercase G. But the other gods that they talk about, I just feel that when you go back to the Bible, it's not 100% reliable on. I just don't believe it. I'm just saying.
What do you believe in God from then? What made you believe in God?
Because I know there's a higher power. I know I wasn't created by science.
That's what I'm saying. So we have two different gods. You don't believe the God of the Bible. I believe the God of the Bible. You just believe there is a God.
It could be that same God that made the Bible,
but that ain't what you believe.
Hey, Rome, I'm gonna send this link over to Nate so he can straighten you guys out. All right?
No, Nate can't do that. Him and Jerome buddies.
Oh, darn it! Yeah, but Nate's views on things are a little different than Rome's.
No,
and they're both biblical.
Listen to me.
Tell me.
Nate is a preacher.
Okay.
And so he's gonna preach.
Nate talk regular when he come on.
Nate is regular, especially when it comes to the women things and relationships. He can be as regular as all of us.
Gary, Nate have you want to go get baptized right now.
Hey, Nate would agree. Nate would agree with all of what we just said, but he'd have made it to it. Damn near the women would be and agreed that it's the opposite.
I get.
Hold
Nate,
on, man. You committing gray
Nate
areas.
is a word professional. Nate, hey, King Nate the Great. I'm just saying, hey, you know, Jerome a little bit more. Jerome is a little bit more relaxed with his. He'll let you talk, but Nate gonna give it to you, and you can be like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to the river tomorrow, tonight. Where the river at?
I'm going to the river.
By your river, get baptized in it tonight." I'm just saying, yeah, we need a couple of women on here too to get a different.
But y'all know what?
Draw. I really believe the Bible takes the woman out.
What you mean? Take her out where?
Like takes the woman completely out.
Are you saying like kill her?
Well, damn near. Like they can't have no roles. They can't do this. Like the Bible is like, and then reading the Bible makes you feel so bad.
Why?
Because everything you do is bam, bam, like nigga, like there's no one in the world you can walk that line is very thin.
No, it ain't. People, see, this is the problem with the Bible. It ain't even the Bible. What it is people of the world that went to church but was just going to church. And then they tried to tell the Christians that was really Christians what they supposed to be as a Christian. So then Christians started to try to walk this Christian walk that God ain't even told them to walk. It's what the world said a Christian's supposed to be. Like the world will tell you, you're a Christian, you ain't supposed to be doing this and you ain't supposed to be doing that. It's like, nigga, you don't know what the hell I'm supposed to be doing. You're not even a Christian. It's just like my mama told me a while ago when I was a kid. We lived in Chicago. One of my cousins. That was a while ago. Go ahead. One of my cousins came over, and I forgot what we did, but we got in trouble. Well, I got in trouble.
Okay.
And we did something my mama told me not to do. And so my mama, I said, well, such and such said we could do it. And my mama said, listen, nigga, you don't let no nigga come to your house and tell you what the hell your mama rules are. I told you what the hell goes on in here. So that's the same thing as Christians. It's like we allow the world tell us how we supposed to be.
But do you even see how? But did you see how Christianity came apart? Came to this world.
What you mean?
The torture. They made people Christians.
They made who?
They made people Christians. Let's go do your history, bro. Like they made people become Christians or die.
Who?
Look, go do your research.
I'm talking about who you saying?
Huh?
Who you saying?
When Christianity first came to the world.
Now, you talking about in the Bible or in the country?
We talking about the real world.
So you ain't talking about what the Bible say. You talking about in the world.
So you saying that the world didn't do this?
I don't know what you saying. You saying this. I ain't saying this. So I'm trying to figure out if you saying.
If you go look up the history.
Hold on. That's what I'm saying. Are you saying look it up in the Bible, or are you saying in another book somewhere?
I'm saying in the world that we live in.
You got to answer my question though. Are you saying looked up the history in the Bible, or look it up in another book somewhere?
I'm looking up. I'm talking about the world history.
So not in the Bible.
Not in the Bible. Yes.
Oh, but I don't go off of all that.
So okay. So I have a question for you. So here we go. You ready for this? Yeah. So in the world history, and we go back and look the way they made people become Christians, wouldn't have effect on you of what the Bible said about Christians?
No.
So are you saying they were forced to be Christians?
They will go look it up. They used to torture people to become Christians.
Oh wait. So it wasn't choice.
If you go look at the devices they use, it was either be a Christian or die.
Wow. See, I don't know a lot.
So you know, the first person said like, "Nah, I ain't gonna be no Christian."
Right.
And then when you see this person get tortured, it's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be a Christian. I'm about to be like so. It's my point is it's hard.
I never knew that.
Go look at
But see, think about what you're saying though. That's not even a Christian act.
I agree.
So that's like me going out here, even if I'm not a Christian, I'm going out here and I do the same thing. I'll be like, nigga, you gonna be a Christian. They be like, I ain't been no Christian. Then I start killing people and telling them, making them being a Christian. Well, the act of me doing that very act means I'm not a Christian anyway. So that don't even count.
Agree. But these same people had influences on the Bible.
Well, anybody can have influence on the Bible if you believe whatever that person's influence is.
Wrong. Come on, Drone. Let's go common sense. Like that same scenario you just said. Mm-hmm. You just went. They found a new part of America, and you went over there, and you made all of them Christians. Mm-hmm. However you did, and you start writing about it. Mm-hmm. You're gonna make it until where it fits the narrative. Okay. I'm just saying, bro.
But that's my point. That's why I don't go off of no other book. See, me and you can write a book today,
right?
And niggas 100 years from now can believe everything we say because it's in the book. So I'm just going off the one book. That's the book I learned.
So if we have evidence, we
don't have no evidence.
Oh, there's a bunch of evidence out there, bro.
There's never evidence in history.
Listen. The worst thing this world could have did was bring the internet. The worst thing they could do.
But that's my point. What you talking about? The internet wasn't around though.
I agree. So
and the cameras wasn't around.
Gary would never know what I did to make the entire world of Christians.
That's my point.
But now, when everything's starting to connect and you starting to get in the history of it, it looks a little different, bro. I'm just saying. I'm
gonna tell y'all something. I said this on the show before.
Go ahead.
And I told Maggie this. I said, listen, one of the devil's tricks is getting y'all to read all these different books and start causing all this confusion with y'all to make y'all start doubting certain things in the original book y'all read. And once you start being confused and start listening to other shit, then you're going to lose your Christianity, period, and be lost because now you believe in this thing here, this thing here, this does make sense. Yeah, this does make sense. Yeah, it's going to be a whole bunch of shit you're going to start believing if you keep reading shit.
All I'm saying is with anything we do in life, we go do our research. Gary got a business.
But that's the danger. I wonder why all these researchers wasn't out before the internet. Or matter of fact, just like with all these different Bibles, I tell people, I say, what kind of Bible you get? And they want to get all these different Bibles. I say, where was all these Bibles back when we was kids? You ain't never seen none of these damn Bibles.
There's no way, Jerome. There's no way you get an Ethiopian Bible in Kansas City.
They might not have the same
in 1985, in 1972, in 1960. There's no way.
But no. What you're saying is
like people.
Are you saying an Ethiopian written in language Bible, but it's the same words in English?
My point is to you is you had whatever Bible they gave you in that part of the world. That's all you had.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
And we're still in this part of the world.
Say again?
I ain't talking about no Ethiopian Bible.
I'm just saying, but there's no way in the world you could have saw the Ethiopian Bible.
Huh?
There's no way in the world you could have got the Ethiopian Bible.
I'm not talking about Ethiopian
without
Bible.
Technology. That's the issue with technology.
No. But there was Ethiopia. Matter of fact, natives from Ethiopia. Correct. They had the same Bible.
We don't know that. We don't know when they came over here. I don't know. Like I thought the same thing. Like people, like my dad's Nigerian, and they're like, "Oh, you Muslim?" I'm like, "No, we Christians." And it's like, "Well, how we Christians?" Because Christians came through and set the tone already. Like the Muslim thing had to be somewhere in there
Well, when they say, I think when they say Muslim, they mean damn near like you black. I don't think they mean it as a religion.
My whole point is,
they kind of mean it as a
my whole point is, there's something there. That's my whole point.
Yeah, there's always gonna be something there if you keep reading different stuff. That's my point. See, the devil's pretty smart. And all I'm saying is y'all keep reading all this other shit and y'all gonna be lost. Because what you can't do is prove none of it. It's all by faith. So if you got faith here, then a little faith here, then faith over there, and faith over here, you all fucked up. Your faith is too far. You can't serve more than one God. So you got to pick one.
I totally agree with that part. I agree. I totally agree with that part. Now,
so if you don't believe another book, you might as well not believe nothing in the Bible and just believe that other book. Because God even tell you in the Bible, he don't deal with lukewarm. You got to pick a side. You either believe this or you believe that.
I agree. I agree with that. But
now, why you want to scare me like that?
Hey,
it's over for you.
Yeah, you out of there. Yeah, whatever you believe in. Yeah, whatever you believe in, keep on believing. Like, don't change. We don't want you to come back on. We don't want you to come back blaming nobody on this show. Talking about I went and looked, and all of a sudden, shit started crashing.
I'm gonna write a Bible for simps. I'm gonna get y'all thinking y'all going to heaven too.
I'm going, man. I told you.
It might be. I hope you go.
Yeah, you going, dog. Hey, Gary, you found you a good one, dog. Hey, be blessed. You found you a good one. You know, because we've seen this episode too many times, and it took everything. So you found you a good one. Be happy with that one. Make sure you check. Make sure you just do a couple of checks and balances. She ain't laundering your money somewhere, so you good. You know, but it just you know. And hey, Rome, this is the crazy thing I always thought too. How I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna mess it all the way up real quick. It's crazy because women like men cheat more than men. Like, wait, time out. God made us, and you came from us. How can we actually cheat more than we created y'all? You know, anything you create gonna always do more than what you did. And I'm like, I don't understand how y'all think that, but I don't want to bring it up because you know I want to help Rome in this situation too. But it don't make sense. It don't really make sense. Like it's like you made something, right? You made it, and it's gonna beat you at what you made. Like no, it's kind of like crazy. I don't know, but I don't know. But these women,
hey Jerome, are you romantic?
Yeah, he romantic.
I know the things to do to be romantic, but no.
Man, look at his hair.
You know what's funny? I do romantic things. I just don't call it romantic though.
Okay, would your wife say you're romantic or not?
I used to buy my wife roses like twice a week.
That ain't romantic.
They romantic, dog.
But that's what they say.
Okay.
But he's not gonna allow people to think to go above and beyond to be romantic for this person when all it's gonna do is bite you in your ass. He really kind of like showing you because we've all done it before. Like I remember I was in 6th grade, I gave this girl some money. And she was like, yeah, I got a boyfriend. I gave her like $20 or whatever. And I ended up getting jumped by her boyfriend and her friends or whatever. I was like, what the fuck? And so I was like, I ain't never giving a motherfucker no money ever, nigga. And then I better know you, love you, and everything else before I give you it. It's just, but like I said, I ain't gonna say you got lucky, but you've been blessed. But Gary, if we go do a background check on you, you didn't gave a woman money because you thought she was a good person. And now
Gary's been with his wife since high school, remember?
But
yeah, but he didn't loan some people money that he didn't get it back.
I wasn't married for the first few years, so you know, as a man, I'm in my own home, and I could say this: I'm in my own home. You know, when you're 18 through 22, probably I was a little rambunctious, you know. So when I got married, you got to put it all away. But
Yeah, that's the part you're trying to say right there. Go ahead. You're right. Go ahead, Gary.
Yeah, that's the truth. I mean, we all have our natures and our faults and stuff like that. When you're young and all that stuff, you kind of hopefully get all that done when you're young and before you get married. You kind of sow all your insecurities. So, but
he's saying it's dudes of our age doing it now and they ain't learned the lesson and keep on doing it and thinking like, why she don't respect me or what am I doing wrong? And I can't believe this because I'm pretty sure you get some inboxes and I'm sure you get some crazy inbox like, bro, just stop doing it. Just take the L. That's me. I'll take an L in a minute. All right, L, get it over with and keep on pushing. But but yeah, I totally agree. It should be done out of your heart, out of your nature. Even the honey-do list, like you doing that out of your heart, and whatever. But if you feel like, yeah, bro, I can't come out and play dominoes, I gotta do this. Oh, it's a problem. It's a problem. It'll always be a problem. So,
actually, I think the roles need to be reversed for no, seriously, for relationships to actually work seriously. The roles need to be reversed. Women need to be trying their best to please their husbands or their men.
I totally agree.
Because our nature is, if you doing good to me,
I'm gonna give you everything.
Yeah, we'll give you everything.
I'm gonna give you everything.
If you trying to please me, there's nothing in this world you can do.
Exactly.
You can't get from us. That's how men are. That's just how we are.
Agree. I agree.
God made us in his image and in his likeness. So we look like him and we do just like him. We feel like him, all that type of stuff. So if we please God, there's nothing on earth God wouldn't give us. And
I like that. That was a good. I saw it coming too. I like that. That was a good one. Well, I ain't gonna say it was a good one. It was the truth.
And it trickles down. It's the same with kids. If you have a kid that's a really good kid, that kid can't ask for nothing you won't give him. Right. But let you have a kid that's fucking up. You're gonna teach him some lessons.
Yeah, and they're gonna learn today.
God made it that way because if you reverse it, it'll never work. And the world is showing that now. We got a bunch of kids.
Now I see your reverse.
Now try to please their parents no more. They disrespectful. All that. You got women that don't try to please their husbands and mates anymore.
Now I see it.
And now relationships don't work. It's only 24% of black folks married when it used to be 80-something%. The divorce rate is over 80%.
Now I see.
You know what I mean? It's like we've gotten out of order, and the world is showing us the results of when we get out of order
of this backwards programming.
So I joke with you when I talk about the sipping thing, but I'll be truthful. I mean, I'll be serious because it's actually what has messed up the world.
I agree.
And like I said, you would do those exact same things if your wife was to treat you twice as good as she treat you now. Matter of fact, you do even more. You'll be stopping somewhere every day buying her shit.
Right, buying roast. Yeah, right, yeah.
Even if it's a rose down or something. Here, honey, your favorite candy when we were kids and all that.
Because now it's a competition, wrong. She can't outdo me.
I gotta. You know what? I told my wife that. I said before we even got married, I said, honey, for our relationship, if you want a good marriage, I said you only got to do one thing. I said all we got to do. You try to outlove me, and I'm gonna try to outlove you.
I'm gonna beat you every time.
And I said, I said, and make sure you don't lose.
Right.
And I'm gonna make sure I don't lose. And I think
you can't do it because
it's in us. That's the remedy to all relationships working. But I don't think women try to outdo their men in love. They most women. I ain't saying all of them. But
well, how come you didn't leave me? How come you didn't leave me no bag with some snacks and some stuff at the front desk then?
I did
because he don't love you. He don't want to love you.
Kurt don't love me either.
She obviously did because she ain't leave me none, and I live with her.
Yeah.
Kurt don't leave me love me. She don't love me, but she was thoughtful.
See? Hey, Gary, you didn't even buy an extra bag to leave for me. So
it's called.
She must do love you more than she loved me. Yeah.
Like we said, like Gary said, you sit up to 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning because these incentives. For Kurt, that was an incentive, and she got a customer for life. That's hustle one-on-one right there.
I believe that, but I also feel like if that's kind of, and I don't even know her. I've only talked to Kurt a couple times online and a couple times at that Upland thing, but that seems like that's in her nature too. And then she's got to put up. Then she got to put up with Jerome every day all day. Come on, man. She an angel.
Yeah, she's something.
Hey, listen. Kurt is on our Kurt is we playing in the state thing, right? And so she said she was going home, and so I said, is Jerome gonna be there? She gave me like the funny look. I said, well, y'all usually play. I said, you usually play better when you and Jerome argue over what domino to play. And she just bust out laughing, like, it's just because I know what type of person she is, and I know what type of person Jerome is. They both gonna get there, but they gonna both take different ways to get there. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? And I think she take the different way just because she don't want to take my way.
Because she don't want to listen to you. Exactly. I was like, it's Jerome.
Hey, I tell all the time, Gary. I said, you really got these people fooled thinking you sweet. She said, I am sweet. She said, I said, you know what? You really are sweet to everybody except me. And that's the truth. She's sweet to everybody except me.
She ain't sweet to me.
The devil. Don't let her fool you, Gary.
No, I don't. I see it differently. I see it like a simp. I see it like a simp. I see it differoldly.
She can't be no simp though, G. I'm just
saying.
Me. Well, hey, you been that way. How old are you?
Me? I'm 57.
Yeah, it's hard to change them ways, bro.
They've been working.
You are what you are, man. I try to adjust a little bit, but sooner or later, let me go sit down somewhere. Let me go sit down.
Nowadays it's kind of like, and kind of how they say it ain't tricking if you got it. So that kind of helps in simping. You know what I mean?
Right. Hey, Ro, every time I be like, if I do got, I still ain't tricking, goddamn, because I already know. I do. Hey, I spend 1,000, they gonna want 2,000. You spend 2,000, and it's gonna keep up. Nah, let me. I don't get. I can't do it. I just can't do it. I don't know. Hey, Gary, what's your UN on Facebook? What's your UN?
What's what?
What's your UN on Fly Flops?
Quickster.
Okay, it wasn't you.
I made him get about 3 more UNs because I beating him so bad in block.
In block? Well, that is your game. That's your forte.
Yeah, Jerome got a good block game. I can't even deny it.
Yeah, that's your forte. Block.
Up in Upland, he beat me like 5 straight. He beat me a block like it wasn't no joke.
And that was live.
In live and online. Live, he beat me 4 in a row. And that's my thing.
Hey, that's his challenge. Like, you don't want to challenge him. Like he'll figure things out just to beat you.
He knew what I had in my hand. I don't know how he knew what I had in my hand. I mean, I know he knows it in 5s. He can figure out the boneyard, but to know it in block, that was pretty strong.
I'm gonna say process of elimination. I'm just after a while, it gets slim pickings real quick. I'm just
that is true. But you guys,
I've been on that app. I do play so long, you kind of know what's going to happen. After a while, you just watching the movie, and then you might be wrong sometime, but 85% of the time, you kind of know what's going to come.
I learned a lot from you guys on that app. I learned a lot from what you guys have said when I'm playing 5s about when to go in and grab a whole bunch of bones, where they're at. Do you want to get that ammo before? Because I've always been blocked. So now I'm winning some stuff in 5.
You're giving away free information, man.
For real.
My bad. I forgot this is live.
We can't talk about that. We need people to.
All right, Gary, give the guys that's on here that don't have as much money and stuff as you have Give them some tips on being romantic without having to spend money.
Being broke romantic.
Yeah, broke romantic.
You could be a broke.
Going broke romantic 1-on-1.
He need
You
broke.
could be broke romantic easily, man. This is easy. These women, I know it don't sound like they're just easy creatures to please. They are. You just gotta know. I mean, even if you're broke, you can do it. You just gotta know what to do. I mean, you gotta learn them. You gotta learn them in the test phase when you're dating them. You gotta know by talking to them on the phone. You know, I call Debbie twice a day, regardless, every day, and just find out what's going on with her at work, what's going on with her at home, whatever it may be, her mom, all that stuff. You got to learn these things, and you don't need to spend a dime. If you learn what's working for her that day, every day, you don't have to spend any money. You already know what's nurturing for her.
Women, but like Ade said earlier, that would just become a regular thing. So they're not going to appreciate that.
You don't do it like I call her every day, but I don't like come home and do certain things on every single day. Sometimes I got meetings, and sometimes I got to invoice customers. There's stuff that keeps me, you know. And then
we're talking about broke people, though.
About broke, not busy.
Yeah, broke people don't have meetings.
Broke people can still, just like I said, we
got time.
Just know your woman and know your woman and know what she needs for that day. It's pretty simple.
I disagree.
Yeah, I disagree too.
That's because you guys ain't living in the Bay Area. You gotta know these Bay Area women.
So Gary,
Bay Area women.
Listen to what you're saying. You're telling a man that's already broke and have struggles that he has to try to figure out what his woman needs every
mentally.
Day.
Yes, and you may not be.
That's too much stress on a man.
Well, to be honest with you, I mean, you're not going to try to be Mr. Romance every single day anyway. There may be days, in my opinion anyway, and what I've known that's worked, there may be days where I'm just putting in foreplay on a Monday, Tuesday, knowing I'm going to take her out for something on a Wednesday or something like that. So, I mean, Gary, you're not, yeah.
You ain't never been broke before, huh?
No. He owned his own business at 19, remember?
I'm just trying to see. Maybe he took care of mom 1 month and didn't have no money to take care of soon to be wifey another day, and he had to be creative.
He's Mexican. So it was 18 of them in the same house. He ain't had no bills.
Hey, grandma was in the back. Like they say, grandma's in the back.
Hey, I love my neighbors, bro. I got this, bro. I love.
Okay, so let me give you the one of our day's short answers, which makes a lot of sense right now. Which is, I'll probably be better off learning from somebody that has been in them shoes. I haven't been in them drastic shoes like that, so I'll say that I don't know the right answer to that.
Okay, I respect that. But I love my neighbors, bro. They'll come help me fix a car. They'll help me take out a whole engine, bro. I love my neighbors, bro.
If anyone can, Mexicans, bro.
I was just complaining that I don't have any Mexicans around me. I was
telling you, bro. I love them.
I'm ready to move.
Okay, so what is the answer then? I want to know the answer.
Yeah,
you want my answer?
Yeah, I would like your answer. Yeah, if you've ever been in that situation, tell me your answer.
Don't date.
Don't date.
Don't date.
No, what about if you being romantic to a woman you already with? Y'all live together, but y'all broke. What does a man need to do?
Oh, yes, creativity. All I can think of is creativity.
I know some things that women would say would be romantic.
I'm saying all I can do is if we broke and we stand together, all we do is creativity. We going Lady and Tramp. We doing paper plates, candlelight dinners. We going to the dollar store and see what we can do. We got to show us something, and we got to make it. But you can't stay broke. You can't keep on staying broke.
And when I mean broke, I mean just not broke, but ain't got money like Gary to be.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So basically, we're making everything we do make ends meet. Basically,
Yeah, and you might even have a little extra.
Right. So you gotta get creative.
My wife told me that
that's a good answer.
As she said, since I don't normally cook, I could when she come home from work, she could have dinner ready. I could have cooked for her and have a candlelight dinner.
No. Okay.
She said, well, you don't cook that often, so something as simple as cooking me something to eat, and
like you said, that's expected.
So since she told you that, have you done it?
You know what's funny?
She doesn't.
You know what's funny?
Yeah,
I did it the very next day.
Okay.
I cooked her breakfast. She was asleep. I cooked her breakfast.
Okay.
And it was still kind of dark, so I lit a candle. Had her breakfast sitting there and a rose.
What she say?
Matter of fact, I'm gonna put the picture on past in the center of the picture.
And what she say?
She ain't said thank you yet. She ain't say shit.
Well, you can't expect to win the championship over one bout. You gotta,
thank you.
You can't expect to. You can't expect. She may look at it. In my opinion, here we go with me simping again. Exactly. Hey, check it out. Okay, I'll give you that. But you can't just do it once and expect to win the first place prize. Especially after she just told you.
First place one time to get the first place prize.
Hey, you can't
All you
take
gotta
her.
do is win first place one time. What you get, Jerome? You get a prize, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
that part's true. That part's true. But
if you do it again, if he did it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, what she expect on Friday?
She ain't gonna expect it every day.
She talking about women, bro. Gary.
Yeah. What's up?
Said, you know what's funny? She says thank you for everything. Like I can pass her the salt.
Okay.
She say thank you. This nigga didn't even say thank you for me being romantic.
Did you use a used candle, one that was in the closet drawer for 6 months? You better.
Her favorite scented candles.
Gary.
Oh wait, you use the scented candle? Use the ammo. Yeah, what's up? Yeah.
You gotta look at Jerome's personality.
That didn't do him any good.
No, you got just follow me. You gotta look at Jerome's personality. And this motherfucker woke up early and did something nice. Like he's told you all the stories, and it's like and she was just shell shocked. So she didn't know what to say. She didn't know to say thank you or thank you, motherfucker, or it's some bad news coming.
Anything.
The truth of it is, this is the truth of it. This is the God's honest truth. My bad. This is the God's honest truth. Ain't nobody ever done that before.
He said she was shell shocked.
I ain't never did it before.
Ain't nobody up when you do things for people that when they don't know how to react, they can't say nothing.
She know how to react.
I guarantee you though, if we gonna talk to all homegirls, they know the whole tea like a mother. Oh yeah, because she told somebody, you know. She took a picture of it.
She did take a picture of it.
Right.
See that?
Yeah. But that's the.
I mean, I ain't
Jerome don't play checkers. He played chess.
No, I play domino. And what I just learned is I ain't playing her no more. She want to play for free, and I don't play for free.
Hey, did you shower? Or you still using that ivory soap and all that? You walked in funky or what? What happened?
It was morning. I told you I cooked breakfast for her.
Did you shower?
Yeah, I showered.
He wasn't even there.
You a damn lie. You walked in that thing smelling like last night's couch.
It was the next day.
Gary, you talking about morning.
Yeah.
You stuck on this shower shit, man. Hey, you know how to wash our nuts?
That must be a big thing with him.
Yeah, with you, goddammit, shit. We know when we get to pussy.
Hey,
we know. Hey, we know to wash our nuts twice, goddammit, with a good soap. We got 2 soaps, goddammit. We got good soap. I got 2 sets of deodorant. I got shit I don't care about. And that shit I know about get some pussy. This easy, Gary. Gary, you're not doing nothing special, dog. You're not doing shit special.
Hey, you would be surprised. You'd be surprised.
No, you'll be surprised. That's the easiest thing in the world. Shit.
Nah, not everybody. Hey, not everybody. I managed the sewer system in San Jose for forever. And my guys, I asked them one day, it's funny we're having this conversation. I asked them, I came in the morning, I had Pepsi, a 5-hour energy, and I was on one. And I said, hey, I got a question for you guys. So at that time, I had 14 guys that were going out. And then I said, hey, I got a question. You know, how many of you guys go home and take a shower when you get out of work? Now, granted, these guys are cleaning sewer lines all day, not down in them, but from above up on the street. So but that mist and stuff be hitting their clothes. So they were like, maybe 3 or 4 said, I take a shower and I get home. So I said, all you rest of you guys go home and we'll expect your wives to want to be romantic. You walking around here smelling like the neighborhood shit. And so you'd be surprised at how many people don't take that cleanliness and what that means. Getting into them sheets.
They probably Mexicans.
I'm going to keep it PG. Yeah, Mexicans. I want my dick sucked. Hey, goddamn it. I'm going to shower. I like foreplay, goddamn. We ain't shit. Hey, I want to be ready before it's time to get ready. I don't know what's about to happen. We ain't doing that. That just
okay.
Yeah,
I'm just asking. You'd be surprised.
I'll be surprised. Shit. But you probably saved by 10 marriages that day. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I don't know how to say it, man. Oh Lord. You shower? Like, yeah, goddamn, let's see. Like, God.
Like it was shot.
Like, I'm not even bringing them boots inside, man. I'm bringing them boots in the truck, dog. Like, but then it goes back. It goes back to what I said. How you was raised, you know what I'm saying? How you was raised, you know. It goes back to that, you know. It goes really back to that, you know. Like, hey, you gotta put some water in. Then, like you said. I don't care if you was in the sewer, as long as you was by it, you smell like sewer, man. You know, so
absolutely.
Some just think go to work 9 to 5 and come back home and all that, you know. But I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like you said, it's in a lot of it, you know, in I guess society and upbringing and the way things have changed.
And you were just blessed to come up. Dad took care of you, and you was good to go, and it came on in, you know. Some people just don't get that, you know, whatever, you know. But it's always
I do believe that, you know, I think that there's a lot of truth to a lot of that stuff. You know, as far as, you know, we can do everything that we could do to be good men and good husbands. That's not foolproof. And I've learned that from a couple of guys who do the same kind of life I do and the same things I do, and they still get done dirty.
Partner. Anything you do in life, you need a good partner. You need a great partner to be great. I don't care if you're playing 2-on-2. You need a great partner to play great in the game of life. That's just it. And you have a great partner, and you blessed, you know. So I wouldn't take it no personal in what it was, you know. But everybody just don't get a great partner, you know. It sometimes it takes a little bit more work. Sometimes it just ain't gonna happen, you know. So you know.
How did Jerome come up with Kurt?
Oh, they'll be all right. They'll be all right.
No, how did he come up with Kurt though?
The Lord is punishing me. I must have did something wrong as a child.
I don't know. I was there when they first started, but I didn't know.
Oh, really? Okay.
They was on some hush shit.
Okay.
They both one thing about them, they both really good at keeping secrets. That's all I can tell you. But we didn't really know Kurt. Like, Kurt is great at minding her business. Like, she's really good at minding her business.
Now, Kurt is one person. I can say this. I've been around. Me and Kurt about to be 5 years strong. We've been together over 5 years.
Nice.
That time went fast as hell. But
okay.
One thing I do can say, Kurt is the only person I know. If you tell her something, this motherfucker was not. She won't even tell me at all. This nigga don't say shit. I think it's disrespectful not to tell your husband. You don't
Kurt,
me.
I love Kurt. I'm telling you, I love
him like adultery.
Okay, so Jerome, real quick, what is the key? You said you've been together 5 years with her. What is the key to keeping that strong for you?
He don't know.
And your what? I want to know. What is your key, if you don't mind me asking?
I think the thing that's kept me and Kirk, because we supposed to be and broke up. Proof.
I agree.
Matter of fact, if I wasn't married to Kirk and we just boyfriend and girlfriend, I don't think we wouldn't have been together for 6 months. But one thing I can say about me and Kirk, and we said this not too long ago, we truly, really do love each other a lot. That's one thing we don't even question.
Let me change that. Let me change that. They care about each other a lot. Because I've seen motherfuckers die because of love. They care about each other a lot. And I really believe, too, that Domino's helps. Like, it helps. Like
something in common? By the common thing on it, or the same interest?
Well, I always look at marriage as you have to have some type of foundation.
Okay.
I'm not saying Domino's is their foundation. I'm saying, but Domino's help is like a semi-foundation. Like Jerome ain't gonna never stop playing Domino's, and Kurt ain't gonna never stop playing Domino's. All right, and they're both competitive. They're both competitive. Like I didn't even know Jerome shot pool. He was like, yeah, it got me subbing in. Shoot, I was talking to him one time, probably a couple years ago, and he was like, yeah, I went to go watch Kurt shoot pool one time. Next thing you know, I'm on the goddamn team. I said, hey, you shot, you shoot pool. He was like, hell yeah, but I ain't want to shoot on the team. I was like, damn. And so they're very competitive. And so anytime you respect somebody as a competitor, that helps out a whole lot, And
what thing mean, Kurt? Oh, go ahead.
One thing a male doesn't want is somebody to say, I can't do it. And Kurt ain't gonna never say, I can't, And so I really feel that's a big thing. I won't do it.
If I had to do it, dirty monkey. No, seriously,
and I'm on the outside.
The thing that's kept me and Kurt together is a lot of praying and obedience on my side to God. That's what's kept us together.
I wouldn't have guessed answer F. Was that answer that was like way down? I had to scroll down and pick F. I would have never guessed that one, but go ahead.
No, that's the truth, because like I said, if this was a regular relationship, we'd have been done. We both would have left each other.
Okay.
So you be begging every night to stay with you?
Nah. I'll be praying every night. The Lord give me strength to stay with her. No, you know what? On a serious note, though, you know what it is? I had to realize that Kurt has never been married before, and Kurt ain't as spiritual as I am, is the word I use. So
I want to hear
she has a lot of worldly views on the way things should go. And when you have a lot of worldly views on the way things should go, when things don't go those ways, you have a lot of worldly solutions. And the worldly solution for things, especially for women, is when I'm not happy and getting what I want, I'm out of here. Yeah. But God's word, when it comes to marriage, is no, you stay together. Because what I learned is she has to learn how to be a wife. She's never been a wife before. Just like I had to learn how to be a husband. So it takes time, you know what I mean? And what I've learned is I can't expect her to move as fast as I move. So she might learn in 7 years what I learned in 6 months. But my job is to be patient and wait on her. That's what God told me to do. So I can't just leave the relationship just because I'm not getting what I want or feel like she should be doing this or doing that or whatever the case may be. So it's a lot of prayer. praying for patience, humbleness, and all those type of things. And just like I said, it's a lot of prayer. I know that because it's hard, man. Especially in this type of world.
You never been a wife before?
No, she never been a wife, boy. I never been a husband.
You never been a wife before?
Me? Yeah. I'm a wife now.
I knew it.
Y'all know Kirk the man in this relationship.
Hey, I'm gonna change Jerome before the next year ends.
You gonna change him?
What?
I'm gonna change Jerome. You're gonna be a simp by the end of 2025.
It's not his bloodline.
Yeah. Make sure you keep your receipt, dog.
hey, he gonna realize that you get more with honey than you do vinegar.
He gonna sell the honey and the vinegar. God damn it, shit. It just
he gonna say
some things just can't be, Gary. It's not happening, man. We dropping 100, we kicking 100 and the vinegar. Like, hey, if this ain't it, we just
Gary, you'll be a Christian before I become a simp.
Oh wait. I hope so. I hope you're right.
Gee, some things ain't gonna happen, dog. I can't do it. I just see too much more I can do. You know, shit. Fuck it. Let's be singing wrong. It's just not gonna happen. It just
no. Like, I'm hoping for too much.
Not really hoping. It's just, man, we seen too much. Just seen too much. You know, just like it's just, I don't know. Hey, man, like I say, bro, you blessed. When I say you blessed, bro, you really blessed. Like, seriously.
Right on, man.
You jumped on the right, you dropped on the right highway, right time, everything came in perfect. It's like that bad hand of dominoes. You're like, man, this hand trash. And everything just come to you. You like, man, how you know I had these doubles? I'm just dropping doubles and he just bringing new plays. And you like, what's going on here? Like, this can't be life. And all of a sudden you just domino. You're like, man, yeah, I don't know how I domino. And that's you right there, G. Me and Jerome,
sometimes it works.
We're not gonna drop no double. We're gonna move them and pray they come back. I just don't feel it's appropriate to drop this double right now, man.
Jerome told me one time that doubles are not necessarily a bad thing in a block game.
In a block game?
Yeah, in a block game. I think you told me one time that doubles aren't that bad a thing in a block game.
It depends. I can see it in a block game, but not in a 5 game.
No, not in a 5, but in the block game.
It all depends.
Mm.
It all depends on scenarios too. It really depends. It depends.
You play block?
I played block before. I just don't like it as much. I can play block.
I'm about to end the live, y'all. We can still talk in the back though.
All right.
I played block before.